So, very good afternoon to one and all. Good afternoon, children. Today, we are going to discuss about the first year economics. First year economics, introduction to economics, children, first chapter. And today, our topic, children, is the same, the basic concepts of economics. And in the basic concepts of economics, today we are going to discuss in this class about the utility and the wants. The most important topic for the 5 marks question, children. Utility, number of times this question was asked, children, and then followed by the wants, the characteristics of wants. Okay, so first, what do we mean by utility? What do we mean by utility? So utility is nothing but the want satisfying capacity of a commodity. Commodity means goods. Any good that satisfy your want, that we call as utility. Any goods and services that satisfy our want, we call that one as a utility. I hope it is clear. Want satisfying capacity of a commodity. Commodity means goods and services, the products that we use, okay, at a point of time, called as utility. So utility are of 4 types. This is very important. Pay concentration, children. Utility are of 4 types, that is form utility, place utility, time utility and service utility. Form, place, time and service are the 4 important types of utility. So let us discuss one by one, as it is important question for 5 marks, children. Form utility. What is utility? The utility that satisfy our want. So what is form utility, children? So the form utility is a utility that satisfy the consumer. The utility that satisfy the consumer by its form. By its form. What does it mean? The utility, any product that satisfy our need by its form, called as form utility, children. So what is an example, children? By its form or by its shape. For example, if we are having a big piece of log, big wooden log, okay, big wooden log is there. The log is useless to us till it gets certain shape. From that wooden piece, big piece, we make furniture, we make chair. That chair is useful to us. That means now by changing the shape of the wooden log, we make chair. So now it is satisfying our need by sitting on it. I hope it is clear. What is it, children? The utility that satisfy the human need or human want by changing its shape, that we call as form utility. And the example is, children, conversion of log to chair is called as form utility. I hope it is very clear, one, children, to you. Next one, children, place utility. Second one is place utility. What is a place utility? It means that any goods that gets its importance that gets more utility by changing the place. What is that? Think it. If you take it from your own village. For example, children, your village, in your village we find that everyone are busy in cultivation. Everyone are cultivating the crops. Everyone are cultivating the paddy. Everyone are cultivating. So when the product is ready to sell in the market, will you get any demand in your local area? No, because all the people are doing the same work. Everyone are having the same products with them. So there is no importance in that particular area. But when you take all these products to another place and you sell there will get, children, more demand. There will get, children, more profit. So this is called as place utility. The utility that gets its importance, the goods that gets its importance by changing the place. Okay, by changing the place called as place utility. So goods acquire utility. Goods acquire utility. When the goods are getting utility? By changing places. By change in place. And what is an example, children? Example, you can take it as vegetables. Vegetables get more utility in non-local place, in non-local area. So I hope this second type is clear, children. The goods that acquire its utility, that gets its utility by changing the place is called as place utility. Hope it is clear, children. Place utility. Now after the place utility, children, we are having the next utility is time utility. Simple, by this way also we can explain. It is very easy one. Time utility are the utility, that means goods acquire utility. The same thing, acquire utility according to time. According to time. According to time, children. So what are the utility, children, that gets, what are the goods that gets its importance according to time, according to season? If I say the example to you, what are the goods, children? For example, now what you are having, we are having now winter season. So in the winter season, we get more, what you call, the demand for woolen things, woolen made products. Okay, in winter we get more demand for tea or coffee. Okay, so tea and coffee get more demand, more utility comparing to the summer season. In summer season, we give more importance to the cotton clothes. We give more importance to cool drinks. We give more importance to ice creams also. Would you like to take ice creams in this winter season when you are shivering? No. Would you like to drink the cold drinks in the winter season when you are shivering? No, children. So that means the goods that gets its utility by changing the seasons, by changing the time. That is called as time utility. Next, after that one, children, the service utility. What is service utility? Service utility is a utility that satisfy human wants by services. By services. So what are those human wants that get satisfied by the services? For example, if you fall sick, okay, you are in need of a service of a doctor. When you fall sick, at the time you give more importance to go to medical shop or doctors, hospitals. Would you like to go to court that time? Do you have any work with the court when you are sick? Would you like to go for a, what do you call, the cinema halls to watch the movie? No. Here, according to the demand, according to the services required, the particular person gets importance. You want to become educated. You want to become a good person by taking good education. Where will you go to get good education? Would you like to go to a vegetable seller to get education? Definitely you are in need of a professional service of a teacher. That means what is service? So this is a utility, service utility that we find, children, that satisfy human wants by services. Example teacher, example doctor. So these are all called as, children, the types of utility. So I hope the types are clear to all of you. What are the types? Form utility, place utility, time utility and service utility. So I hope it is very clear, children, about the utility. The concept of utility is clear to all of you. So now, after the utility, children, we have to discuss about another important basic concept of economics. We call that one as wants. We call that one as wants. What is want, children? Want is nothing but, children, we say, Nama, want is nothing but a desire. Can we give the word desire to the want? Need. A desire becomes a want. All the things we cannot say as our want. A desire becomes want. When a desire becomes want, children, when consumer has when consumer has the means, when the consumer has the means to purchase the things, to purchase the things, when a consumer has the means to purchase the things and ready to spend, and ready to spend, that we called as want, that we called as want. What does it mean, children? Suppose a poor man desire that he want to go to another place by plane, by aeroplane. Just by dreaming, by desiring, can we say that that becomes your want? No, you should have the ability to pay for it. Okay, ability to spend, that is only the means. Means you should have that money, children. You should have that money to purchase the things and ready to spend the money. That is called as want. Would you call it in your Telugu korika? Okay, so what is want? Want is nothing but, children, when a consumer has means, when he is having the money to purchase it, when he is having money to spend it, then we can say that yes, that is my want. Yes, that is your want. So want is not a desire. If I'm dreaming to live in a very big bungalow, so that is only a desire, but that is not a want, because I am not having that mean to purchase that bungalow. So it is just my dream, it is just a desire. Okay, so want means a desire, that becomes a want when a person is having the means, the money to purchase it and the money to spend it. That we call as wants. I hope it is clear about the want. Definition of want is clear to you. So now, children, about the want, you know very well, we are the human beings, and being the human beings, children, we have number of wants, number of needs for us. So based on that, now we are going to discuss the characteristics of wants. We are going to discuss characteristics of wants. What are the characteristics of want? So the first characteristic of want is unlimited wants. First characteristic is unlimited want is the first characteristic, children, followed by the particular want is satiable. Want is satiable. We can also say satiable. Okay. The second one is want is satiable. Then third one is competition. Third characteristic is competition. After the competition, children, the fourth one is complementary. Fourth one is complementary. Fifth one is substitutes. Substitutes is the fifth one, followed by recurring. Sixth one is recurring. Sixth one is recurring. Seventh one is habits. Seventh one is habits. And the eighth one is want differ. Want differ from person to person. Person to person. Now we are going to discuss, children, about all these characteristics. Okay, about all these characteristics. So the first one, children, is unlimited want. What is unlimited want? Do you agree with this? That we people, we are having the unlimited wants? Yes. As a human being, we find that since the time of birth, from the time of birth till our death, we are having a number of wants. We want to do number of things, children, in our life. When a child takes birth, what does a child want? Child need. Child starts crying. Child is in need of milk. Then we started growing up. Then as we grow up, our want also becomes more. So what happened? Continuously, your parents, they work very hard to satisfy their want. Suppose one want is satisfied. Suppose you are in need of a bicycle, okay, and you pressurize your parents to purchase a bicycle. At any cost, your parents, after a lot of hard work, they purchase a bicycle to you. That means you should be very happy. But from one side of the corner of the heart, you're very happy, but immediately what happened? You start thinking that, oh, that thing is not there with me. It's better now if I get that thing also in my life. That thing, that one, my friend is having a very good dress. It's better I should purchase that type of dress. My friend is having a very good cricket bat. I should purchase a cricket bat. So like that, children, as our wants are satisfied, immediately another one takes birth in the mind. So what is the first characteristic is wants are not having any limits. It is unlimited want. Wants are unlimited. Wants are unlimited. Satisfy of one want, give birth to another want. That is called as unlimited want. That is called as unlimited want. Now, what is the next one, children? Want is satiable. That means want can be satisfied at a particular period of time. Want can be satisfied. Want can be satisfied at the particular period of time. Okay. What is that one, children? If you feel that you are thirsty, so how you're making your thirst to come to satisfy? Immediately you take the bottle of water and you drink it. So by that time you can say that yes, my body demanded water and I had a bottle of water. So by that particular time when you felt thirsty, what happened? You had a bottle of water and you satisfied your want. So want is satiable. Example, when you feel thirsty. When you feel thirsty, you go for a water. This is the second one. What is the third one now? The third one, children, the want competition. Do you feel any time that the wants are also having a competition? We people, we are having competition among us. But do you feel that in your only you find that there is a competition going on? Yes, children. We find that when we say that the wants are in competition, when we say, children, when for us the what we can say that the resources are limited. When resources are limited, at that time we say that yes, the want is having a competition. And what we do, children, we give importance to scale of preference. What does it mean? Let me explain to you. Suppose now, children, you are in intermediate first year. You have number of dreams, number of goals with you. Okay, now you join the college. As you join the college, you have a new atmosphere. You find the new friends, and that too, we get very soon attract with the things the other persons use. We mostly like the things that other persons use. We won't satisfy what is there with us, but we satisfy when we see the other things. I'll get that thinking that thought that, oh, I should also have that thing with us. So what happened? Suppose in your mind, you will have that I have to study well. Your first want is I have to study well. Okay. Second one, I should wear a very good clothes because it is my college life is started now. I should wear a very good clothes to the college. My shoes should be very good. The way to go to school, the means to go to school, that is I should go by bike. Why to go on cycle? If cycle means latest cycle should be there. Okay. And like the children, everything you want to show put up. You are having number of things. I should have a very good mobile phones to show my friends. With all these things, when one by one your wants are coming out from your mind, At that time, at last you feel that I am not having money to purchase, to do all these things. Now, what is most important for me? At that time, you start searching from that want. And then, what is important? Which thing you are giving preference? You will select it. The first thing for me is to study well. I should maintain my notes properly. I should listen to the classes properly. Then afterwards, I should go for other satisfaction of want. So here, the mean to say is that children, wants are many, but resources to satisfy that want is limited. At that time, in your mind, you adjust yourself, you give preference, importance. Okay, first I have to satisfy this. You give preference to this, then this, then this, and this. That means a competition. In that competition, you select one want to satisfy first. That is called as wants are in competition, and the scale of preference. I hope these three are clear, children, to all of you. Then, after these three children, we are having our fourth one. That is complementary. Wants are complementary in nature. What do you mean by complementary? So it means that satisfaction of one want require the use of various things. Satisfy of one wants require the use of various commodities. Satisfy of one want require the use of various commodities. Use of various commodities. Are you getting this one? That is complementary. For example, you want to study. Just by thinking that I want to study, I have to study. Is it sufficient for you? No. For study, for writing, if you take it. For writing purpose, what you're in need? You're in need of pen with ink. You're in need of one book where you can write. That means to study, you are in need of book and pen. That means for one thing, you require many other commodities. You want to have tea. You want to have tea. You want to drink tea. Simply that I have to drink tea, is it sufficient? No. To satisfy that want of your mind, what you do? You have to have some utensils, you have to have water, then tea powder, then sugar, then milk. That means to get a tea, you are in need of all these things. Getting? So that is called as complementary. To satisfy one want, we have to use number of things. Number of products. That is called as complementary. That is, example you take it for study purpose or for writing purpose. You are in need of children pen. You are in need of book, children. This is called as complementary. Now, the next one. Wants are substitutes in nature. What do we mean by substitutes in nature? Substitutes. You observe it very well in school level. Till 10th class you observe it. You are getting substitution teachers. Remember substitution periods. When your teacher, that means a teacher for that particular subject, was absent, then your HM madam sent other teacher to engage that class. Substitutes. That means when we are not getting the particular thing, we will search for the other substitutes. So wants are having substitutes in nature. Okay. For example, I feel hungry. When I feel hungry, what I do? I'm not at home now to get my food prepared by my mother. So I go to some of the what you call bakery shop, and there I have either the pastry or I'll have some other food, or I'll go to the market, I'll purchase some fruits and have it to satisfy my hunger. That means substitutes. When I was hungry, instead of food, what I'm selecting, children? I selected either fruits or some other bakery made items. This is called as substitute. For what? To satisfy my demand of my stomach, because I'm hungry. So to satisfy this one, what I'm doing? I am moving to other side. That is called as, children, substitutes. Okay, when the thing is not available to you, we are satisfying our want with some other products. So want are also substitutes in nature. So satisfy, what is substitute, children? Satisfy wants with substitutes. What are those substitutes, children? Satisfy wants with various commodities. With various, commodity means what, children? Commodity means products, children. What is an example? Instead of food, what you are selecting, children? You are selecting fruits. So wants are substitutes in nature. Hope this is clear, children. Now, what is our sixth one, children? We are having recurring. What we are having, children? Sixth one we are having recurring. What is this recurring? In this one only we are getting the word, that is want recur, means reoccur. Want reoccur. Is it there? Are you accepting this one, the wants reoccur again and again? Or once we consume that particular thing, again we don't want in our life? Wants reoccur, children. For example, what is a good example for you? Morning you have breakfast. That means throughout the life you are not going to eat anything. For morning when you felt hungry, you had a breakfast. But as soon as the afternoon time comes, your stomach starts crying. Stomach needs food. Again you start craving for food. You demand for food. Again you take lunch. Lunch, it means you are not going to take food again throughout your life? No. After some time, by evening time, you feel something to eat as snacks. Then go by dinner. Okay, morning you had one glass of water. It means that throughout the life you are not going to have water again. No, children. That means only for that particular time we are able to satisfy our want. But after some time, some of the wants that reoccur again and again. That is called as recurring. Okay, so want reoccur. So what does it mean, children? When you satisfy your want, it reoccur again after some time. And what is a good example, children, for you? The example is food. The example is food. Example is water. So that we called as, children, as recurring. Okay. Now, after the recurring, seventh one we are having habits. Whether the want become habits? Yes. We find that in many cases the want change into habit. Change into habit. How the want change? Change to habit. For example, casually in this adolescence age, a young adolescent boy casually he starts smoking by observing his friends. But later on, the boy becomes a chain smoker. The person becomes a chain smoker. Habits won't become habits. Are you understanding, children? Like that, children, we find that by birth, all the persons are, we can say, not born as an alcoholic person. One or the other time, the person drink the wines, but later on, if he starts drinking, he become alcoholic. He become addicted to that one. So what does it mean, children? Sometime our wants become habit. Sometime for good habit, sometime we can say as a bad habit. And good example from your home, let me to give it to you. Your mothers. Don't feel for that. Your mother, children. Your mother, you observe that she do day and night hard work. And after that work, she's having certain times to make her free. What are that time? Time to watch her favorite serial. The favorite serial that is coming in one or the other channel. And she completes her work, she do be ready, and as soon as time starts, she opened the television and she observed that serial and felt very happy. One day, suppose if there is no power, you observe that how she felt. Anxiety. Why power is not coming? Ayo, what is going on in my serial? What happened to that actor? What happened to that actresses? Who died? Who killed? What does it mean? It means that Someday she started watching the television, but later it became her habit. You observe this thing in your home. Okay, so we can say that want become habit. Okay, wants become habit. Now, what is the last one, children, we are having? The habits, that is want differ from person to person. Our eighth one is want differ from person to person. Want differ from time to time. Want differ from place to place. Are you accepting, children? This one. Wants are dynamic in nature. Wants change with every time, children, person to person. My want is not similar to your wants. Do you feel that my wants are equal to your wants? No. You are youngsters, first year students. You have a different wants, different goals, different dreams that you are taking as a want. In my age, in this age, I have my different goals, my different dreams, my different wants. I have to take care of my own family. I have to look after my children's studies, their future. Like that, every person wants are differ from one to the another. Okay, my want is not similar to you. Your want is not similar to your best friend. Their wants are not similar to their other one. That means wants differ from person to person. Then wants differ from time to time. How can we say that want differ from time to time? Yes, I said also to you, a person who is living in Kashmir, his want is different comparing to the person lives in Kanyakumari. Same for the place also. The people, those are living in different areas, they are having different wants. That means wants are not similar from one person to the other person. So this one, children, is a very important topic, and I hope you enjoyed the topic today. So very important, and it is very close to our life. Economics, children, very easy one. Take it in an easy way. And all whatever we are discussing, children, it is just around us. It is going on around us. Something we find in us. That's what the lesson is, introduction to economics. So I hope the topic is clear to you. Okay. So read the lesson to understand it well. Go through the material also, children. Okay. And it's a time to take leave. If you feel any doubts, call me, children. Thank you. Thank you, one and all, children. Thank you, children.